When it comes to tech, you probably know that it's expensive already, but it looks like it's becoming really expensive now. So recently I've been looking at headphone prices and I realized that some of the top of the line headphones that Sony sells is $450. And I know these are probably some of the best headphones that you can get this year, but that's just so expensive. And it's not just headphones too. There are other stuff in the tech field that are expensive too. Another thing I noticed that is expensive now is tech. It's the consoles. Back then, a PS4 and Xbox, a Nintendo Switch used to be $300, but now it's $500 for a PlayStation 5 with a disc drive, $600 for an Xbox Series X, and $450 for a Nintendo Switch 2. What happened to those $300 price tags? And it's not just the consoles that went up in prices. The games went up in prices too. Now a Nintendo Switch 2 game can be $80. $80. And a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X game can be $70. And it just blows my mind at how much more expensive tech has gotten. And the next thing that I want to point out that has also gotten expensive is phones. This is a pretty obvious one. I think this has actually become kind of a meme. Rather than me just saying the obvious iPhone situation with the prices, I want to talk about Android. Now, Samsung, which is in theory supposed to be a cheaper alternative to iPhones, while having more features. The top of the line Samsung phone, not including the folding devices, is more than the top of the line iPhone. And that's just very disappointing because I know many people like Samsung because they're like, oh, it's a cheaper alternative to iPhone, but is it really now? And I do admit I like the S25 base model, not the Ultra, more than an iPhone 16. But at the end of the day, it's the same price as an iPhone 16. On a good note though, there are more budget options for phones coming out, and I am seeing more people recommend budget options more today than they did back then. So that's a good thing, but even the budget options are a couple $100. Like the CMF phone is a couple hundred, the OnePlus 13R is a couple hundred, the Pixel 9a is a couple hundred, etc. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys will be able to afford tech later down in the future because it seems like it's getting very expensive. And especially since I was very into tech like a couple years ago and everything was just much better prices. Now it feels like it's so much harder to be into tech with how expensive things are becoming. Like and subscribe and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.